Okay, hello everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to our opportunity call. Tonight we're going to tell you all about our amazing products and our work from home business opportunity. It is an amazing time to be getting started. I think it's a 3 extra pay days in time for Christmas. And we're also heading into our busiest time of the year. So you've definitely joined at exactly the right time. And we are going to get started right away with our amazing Paula, who's going to tell you all about our amazing products.
Thank you, Sara, and thank you everyone for joining us. Hello, as Sara said, my name is Paula, and I'm going to be sharing with you our amazing Juice Plus products and what makes them unique. So our products are the world's most researched nutritional products in the world. They have over 40 gold standard clinical studies backing their outstanding health benefits. And gold standard means actually the best in top universities and hospitals all over the world, and backing basically all of the amazing health benefits. They are totally bioavailable, which means that they go straight into the bloodstream and help to feed every single cell in your body with all the nutrients from what I'm going to share with you just now. Our main products being the premium capsules. Now, the premium capsules are absolutely amazing because we all know that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. And they are made of a variety of 30 farm-grown raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. So they go straight in the bloodstream. They flood the body with all of those essential nutrients from the 30 fruits and vegetables, helping to keep us healthy, helping to prevent us getting sick and aging too fast and all those things. That's all in the science. So just go back to the person who put you on the call this evening and have a really good look at the science and the benefits. And people say, what do they do and do they do this? Just like Google what do fruits and vegetables do? We all know the health benefits of them. To sort of be able to get 30 every single day is absolutely amazing ways, in such a convenient way. Capsules, I don't know if you can see me on the screen, but they're just capsules with all of those goodies in there. So helping all of the body. So if you want to go on to the next slide, please, James. Now, as well as our fruits and vegetables for capsules, we can also get them for children and teenagers absolutely free with the Healthy Starts for Families program. So if an adult buys the capsules that I've just mentioned, they're eligible to get free for their child or teenager. Now, you just have to look at some of the statistics there on the screen just to see like the amazing benefits that people get. And that's just after 12 months on the products. So as I said, there's, absolutely free. So an absolute no-brainer. I've been on these products with my daughter for 7 years now, and we haven't had one day sick at all since, which is absolutely amazing. And it's not just me. We've had out of 1.5 million families taking part in this program, there's 96% of them sharing positive health benefits. So, an absolute no-brainer. Next slide, please, James. So we've got, as well as the capsules, we've got our complete range. So you can see here, as the name suggests, complete. It's got everything your body needs for a highly nutritious meal. So you can choose the protein powder, make a shake or a smoothie bowl or a pancake or a waffle. Absolutely amazing start for the day. You can have breakfast, so you get a really, really healthy breakfast. Highly nutritious, all the plant protein, and everything you need for a healthy, balanced meal. So really good setup for the day. Gives you lots of energy, gluten-free, all completely vegan, and you can use as a meal replacement. And if you want to lose weight, people are getting absolutely amazing benefits. We're getting all the nutrients they need, but with only 220 calories. And you can also have the bars and the soup, and we've got the boosters that are something separate. So if you like the sound of the products, I mean, how could you not? They, with everybody knows that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier that we are. And this is just a really easy, convenient, affordable way of getting all of that nutrition into your body every single day. So go back to the person who put you on the call this evening, and they will share a lot more information than the kind of 5 minutes I've just been able to share. So thanks for listening. Thanks, Sara.
Thank you, Paula. And as Paula said, there's loads of different videos available on the detailed products information as well. We just wouldn't have enough time to tell you all on our call this evening. So we're now going to hear from someone who is already on the product, and that is the lovely Georgia.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
I'd just like to start and say how I got introduced to the product. So I was born with a blood condition called haemophilia, which basically means that I lack white blood cells. So if I have a nosebleed or a bruise, it could last up forever. So a bruise could normally last up to 3 months to actually heal.
Brandish is blue.
And then a nosebleed could take 2 hours to stop bleeding. And I went up to see Natasha a few months ago. We had a lovely little bike ride. And when we got home, we realised that my whole left side was completely black of just bruises. And I thought to myself, this is going to take months and months to heal. Natasha turned around to me and said, try these. And I was like, what even is it? I knew what Juice Plus was roughly because I knew they were in the business already. But she explained to me more thoroughly what it actually was. And I thought, you know what? I've been through tests and tests at hospital, being in there about once a week when I was younger, had enough of it. And I thought, what's going to happen? I might as well just try it. And thinking it would take 3 months to heal, after 2 to 3 weeks, it was completely gone. And I thought, I can't believe my eyes. Through doctors telling me that nothing's going to help me, this just turned my life around, knowing that I can cope with it 10 times faster, 10 times easier. And ever since then, I thought I can't give up this opportunity. So I jumped on straight away, got my complete to begin with, and only recently I've started to have the capsules. And when I realised there's also a business side to it, I couldn't say no. So I jumped on that all as well. And now I'm also letting my friends know, thinking that I can help them out, and hopefully it will help them as much as it helped me. And I just can't get enough of it, honestly. And that's really much my story.
Georgia, that is absolutely amazing, and in so quickly, such a short space of time as well. Really,
sorry, I'm rambling.
No, not at all. You were totally amazing, confident, just got it out there, got your point across. That's honestly absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today.
No worries. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, guys, so I think you can hear how absolutely incredible our products are, and definitely not just for weight loss, as Georgia was saying. And we're now going to move over to the business side of things, and we're going to get started with Howard, who's going to tell you a bit about the business structure.
Yeah, good evening, guys. A big welcome to everybody, especially those who are looking at this for the first time. And I'm still blown away by Georgia's story there. What an extraordinary thing that is. So, I mean, right at the moment, around about 5,000 people are joining the Juice Plus family every single month. Now, I can think of certainly 2 very good reasons for that. The first may be obvious to us all. At the moment, we're living in an age where personal health and well-being has never, ever been more further forward in people's minds. It's the first thing that people are really going to be thinking about. It was big business before a little microbe came out of Wuhan in China. And now, you know, people are so keen to sort of try and find things that are actually going to be able to assist them. Now, as well as that, with the economic chaos that has sort of followed in the wake of COVID, the uncertainty that's created for people, be it with their jobs, be it with their own businesses, it means that more people than ever before are open to the idea, not necessarily doing anything about it, but they're open to the idea of looking at ways of bringing other streams of income into their household, because they have to. You know, the mortgage still needs to be paid. So does the car. So do all these other things. And if there's a risk, or much worse, people are actually losing their jobs or their businesses, then they need to have some form of backup. So the timing is absolutely perfect for those 2 reasons, if no other. So let's move on to the next slide. So there are not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different ways that we can make money through Juice Plus. And I'm just going to focus on one of them here. Everybody starts on the far left-hand side of this staircase as a partner. Okay. Now, with help, training, and encouragement from people who have a vested interest in your success, unlike the corporate world where people don't really want to tell you too much because you might take their job, here we're keen to help anyone and everyone who's willing to put the effort in and help them move from left to right up that staircase. So from partner to P plus, and you can see those different abbreviations there. If you reach the far right hand side to that position of PMD plus, Presidential Marketing Director plus, you will accrue a total of, well, you can see the total, nearly £120,000 of bonuses. But that's not all. You will be making commissions on a monthly basis on top of that. These bonuses are life-changing. The commissions can last forever. That may seem far-fetched, but you just talk to the person who invited you onto this call to have that explained properly to you. It really is extraordinary. So let's move on to the next slide. Now, you'd think with all this amazing, earnings potential, that, to get involved in a business like this, it's going to be, very difficult and rather expensive. Well, I've started a business nearly over 20 years ago now. And for me to do that, I had to invest £30,000 of my own cash, no borrowing, and that bought me half a business. I had to find somebody else who was going to match my investment. Now, we have a partner, the Juice Plus company, and what they do, they have done all the product research. They've done all the the research and development. They ship the product, they collect the money, they provide us with an e-commerce website. They have a virtual office. You can see those different things there. All the heavy lifting is done by our partner company. What we are charged with doing as partners is to find customers, is to basically develop a customer base. Okay. And along the way, you will find others, for the reasons I alluded to just now, who may want to join you on that pathway, on that journey. Okay. So what is that going to cost you? You might think, oh, our partner company is doing all this stuff. It's going to be around £50. £50. The risk is so small as to be not even worth considering. For the upside, which is vast, absolutely huge. And there are people on this call this evening who have experienced these life-changing sums of money and income, to say nothing of the other benefits that we have within the Juice Plus community. So let's move on to the next slide. And you can start making money, you can start developing an income right away. And these figures are a bit notional, from £330 to £1,080. People have actually been able to do better than that, but you can start sharing your product journey. You can start sharing your own story of why and how you've partnered with the Juice Plus company. And there are some people who've managed to make, if you cast your mind back to that staircase, they've been able to make a jump or two very, very quickly indeed. Some people even within the first day. It's extraordinary. So the opportunity is there to actually start getting a return on your investment right away. Whereas with traditional business, you really are looking to, that is going to take much, much longer. Now, so much for where we are at the moment. Let's just have a look, get the crystal ball out and just see where we're going. First of all, though, the companies are in around about 30 countries at the moment. Not surprisingly, being an American company, North America is covered, and we've gone into Central America. Mexico opened relatively recently. Europe is fairly well covered as well, although there's a few countries within Eastern Europe that still have to be touched, and also Portugal. That's going to be opening quite soon. In Asia, the company opened in the UAE as a springboard into Asia, and so far we've hit Malaysia and Singapore, and obviously Australia and New Zealand there as well. But look at the gaps. The gaps. South America, nothing. Africa, nothing. And I mentioned Asia, a couple of small markets. What about the bigger markets? China, India, Russia, 3 billion people. Now, I have a couple of questions for you. Do you think there are people out of those 3 billion or so who may have health concerns, who may have wealth concerns? They may have uncertainty hanging over their family's household at the moment, with uncertainty about income. Might they be open to an opportunity? You think, well, how do I get in touch with people on China? There are people on this call from all over the UK, and probably one or two from Europe as well. It has never been easier to make connections through this thing called the internet, through a thing called a mobile phone, and using the power of social media. It really is an extraordinary opportunity. The timing is perfect. The potential, we've only just started, guys. We've really only just started. So the question you've got to ask yourselves is, how much do I want? How far can I go? And how hard are you willing to work? Because yes, it sounds good, but guess what? It does take hard work. The people who've made it to the right-hand side of that staircase, they've worked their backsides off. But the payoff is huge. And that opportunity is open to every single person that's here this evening. I thank you for your attention. I'll hand you back to Sara.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Howard. Always get me so excited for the business. I want to re-sign back up and start all over again.
No problem. You can be on my downline.
Thank you so much. So we have got a very, very, very special guest speaker this evening, who is our lovely Michelle Towle. She is an executive marketing director, and she is firstly going to get kickstarted telling us a little bit about her story, business journey with Juice Plus.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me. It's so lovely to see you, but I can't wait to see you in person, actually. I'm so excited for the weekend. So if you haven't got your ticket, make sure you do. It's my first ticket. So yeah, thank you for asking me to speak this evening. So I will start off by just sharing a little bit about my journey, and then I think we're going to go into sort of some steps on how to start your business. So I joined the business in 2014 in the July. I knew absolutely nothing about the business, the products. I'd never heard of it. And a funny story, well, it's not that funny actually, but I wasn't actually approached the business. It was my husband, Shanton, who was given the business opportunity by my now upline, Kelly Brightwell. And Shanton used to be her manager. So she knew that he'd been made redundant and we needed some extra money. So she went to Shanton and was like, "You're amazing at sales. You'd be fantastic at this." And he was like, "No, I'm not interested." Anyway, 2 weeks later, so the key's definitely in the follow-up, she went back to him and said, "Look, come on, I think you'll be amazing." He then mentioned it to me and I said, "Do you know what? We've got absolutely nothing to lose. We both needed to lose a little bit of weight. Everybody needs to get a little bit healthier. So why don't we just give it a go?" Okay, I'm not going to lie and say that money wasn't a problem for us, but it was £50, which we would have spent easily over the weekend. And we really did need that extra income. So first and foremost, my first goal really was just to get my £50 sign-up fee back. And the amazing thing about the business now is you get an £80 bonus when you reach your first promotion. When I joined, we didn't have that. But even still, that was my first goal. And I ordered the products. So I joined the business and I ordered the products. I only ordered the shakes because that's literally all we could afford. And Shannon and I shared them. And all I did was share and document my journey. I didn't really know what I was doing. We didn't have the knowledge that we do now and all of these Zoom calls and all of the training that you get now. We just sort of found our way. And the easiest way, and I think sometimes we can overcomplicate it, is by just sharing your own journey. People buy into you. There are so many people that sell many different things, but 9 times out of 10, the reason that you pick the person that you sign up with, or you join the business, or you join the products with, is because you feel something relatable with that person. So just share the products and share your personality. And as I said, I needed to get a little bit healthier. We were going to Dubai. So if anyone follows me, they know that we absolutely love a holiday. So we were going to Dubai in September. So I was a breakfast skipper. I literally thought that it was absolutely fine to drink copious cups of tea all day and then have a bowl of cereal about 3 o'clock. So I was really uneducated, which I shouldn't have been, because I used to do beauty therapy. But for me, the products were just absolutely fantastic. And once I started them and I started using them and saw how incredible they were and how I was feeling, it really, to me, didn't feel like a sales job, because I have done sales and I will say, hands down, I wasn't that fantastic at it. So I never liken this to a sales role. I always say that it's just recommending and sharing the products. You don't need to be that salesy person. That's not what we're about at all. So quickly found my feet with the business, started posting, just became my sort of routine. I was working really long hours. I was out of the house at 6:45, in at 6:45. Milo was 4 at the time. So I was busy. I was really, really busy. And I just found that I absolutely loved the business, so much so that I wanted to do more of it. and I was still finding the time to fit it in whilst I was working. And I think that for me was what really sold me on the business, is you don't need hours and hours to do it. You can fit it in the nooks and crannies of your day. And within 18 months, we as a team collectively hit National Marketing Director, which came with a £7,200 bonus, which still to this day gives me goosebumps, because I didn't have a pound in my bank account saved. And this opportunity has allowed me to have savings. It's allowed me to do so much. And all I wanted was to make, at the beginning, sort of £100 a month, first and foremost, to get my £50 sign-up fee back. And then fast forwards, we hit National Marketing Director in the January. In the March, we hit International Marketing Director, which came with a £14,400 bonus, which again, I thought the £7,200 was too good to be true. But when that money dropped into my account, I was absolutely gobsmacked. It's life-changing. And then for the next 4 years, I sat at International Marketing Director. And that's when my business kind of really grew. We have ups and downs like all businesses. I had some personal problems within that time as well. But what it has allowed me to do is, a year ago, I was able to hand my notice into my job. Now, I loved my job. I absolutely loved it. And I could do the two together, which is why I never gave up. But with COVID hitting and childcare, it just didn't work. It just didn't allow me to do it. I couldn't be here for Mila. So from what started off as sort of helping us and saving us, has now opened up this whole new chapter of my life where I can sit and do this from home, and I don't miss any time with Mila. I earn more than a full-time wage doing this, and for me that is absolutely priceless, because it's that money can't buy. I don't have to get her in after school clubs. I don't have to worry about who's taking her and picking her up from school. She's not very well. I'm there 100% of the time. So for me, this business has given me so much more than I ever expected when I first joined.
Oh, amazing. I absolutely love listening to your story, Michelle. And I think it's so nice to hear, you know, this is how I started and this is why I started. And then this is what it's transformed into. Because I think so many people start and obviously don't see this massive picture, you know, I'm going to be able to quit my job and earn these incredible bonuses. But they start because they want to earn back their sign-up fee, and they want to earn that extra couple of £100 a month. And then all of a sudden, fast forward this time, and this is now your main income. You've quit your job, you know, you're living life on your terms. And yes, you are always on holiday.
Well, we are when we can.
Yeah. So have you got some tips for us on getting started in the business, Michelle?
Yeah, I was going to see if I could share my screen. I don't know if it's going to work, but if I can, I've got a few bits that I just wanted to.
Yep, I'm just doing that now. That's
amazing. Thank you. Let me just find it. Okay. Let's see if this works. Let me know you can see it. I'll bring it up a little bit, otherwise you're going to get a picture of mine and Mila's bum, which no one wants to see at this time of night. Okay, so I'm going to just talk, and then there isn't a huge amount to see on this, but I'm just going to go through what I do in terms of steps to start. So I think when you first start the business opportunity, it's massively overwhelming. And I think that there is so much to take in that I found over the 7 years that I've been in the business. We've tried all sorts, we've tried all different ways. So this for me was something that we started, and we've progressed and we've moved on, and we sort of finally came to it in March this year, or the early part of this year. And we have just basically popped it down into 5 easy steps for people to get started. So my first sort of step is when somebody joins the business, they go into this group, they complete the steps. Once they've completed these steps, that's then when I would book in a one-to-one call with them, because I know that they have completed the steps. I know that they are genuinely interested. I'm sure if you've been in the business enough that you will know people say they want to join, sign up, and you never see them again. So for me, doing a new starters call first off, for me, I feel that if they get into this group, they do these easy steps, and then you know that you can go through that new starters call. The new starters call for me is really important. It's a one-to-one call with them. You want to find out a little bit about themselves, why they joined the business, what their goal is, how much they're wanting to earn and how much time they're wanting to put into it, and just find out about them really, because ultimately this is a people business, and we are interested in what it is that they want from the business and what it is that they're interested in their hobbies are. So the first step, let me just get this up because I think it's gone in different order tonight, is this one. So that says step 6, so I don't know where we're at. It's all jumbled up. Hold on 1 minute, I will find it. Okay, step 1. Okay, so the first step, we've broken this down. So we've done it so that we've got writing. We've also done it so that there is a video, because some people learn visually and some people obviously like to read things. So the first one is all about our team groups. So they will add themselves into the team groups. We keep this really simple. We don't want to overcomplicate it. We don't want to overwhelm anybody, but it gives them access to absolutely everything that they will need. So it is really important for them to find that information and to have it to hand. And the other reason that we have these steps to start is they can always come back to it. So if there's a particular step that they need to refresh, it's always there for them. Step 2, we have then got how to log into your virtual office and how to order your own products. So we are a health business, and I think it's really important that if you are going to be authentically sharing the products, you should be ordering the products so that you can share your own journey. We have loads of amazing testimonials, but ultimately, as I said earlier on, people buy into you and they want to know what you're doing. So they will be following you and your journey. So that step goes through, there's a video on how to place their first order. There's a video, the video shows also about the virtual office and where different things are on the virtual office, and also obviously all the information that you have from there. The next step that we put them in is basically how to maximize their social media. So we will go through with them how to change their profile picture to a picture of themselves. People want to see you. We're a network marketing company, so they want to see the person that they're talking to. They want to get to know, like, and trust you as well. You want to make it as eye-catching as possible as well, because this is the first thing that somebody's going to see. So on your social media, you want a nice cover photo, and also your bio is really important here as well. And I think I would always say, when I have somebody new in the business, I always get them to write down 5 things about themselves, because that gives you an idea on what it is that they like, and obviously people can relate to them, so they're going to be attracting like-minded people. So make it personal. You can also, in this part here, is how to get their first post out. So again, those 5 things really nicely link into that, because we want those people to write their own post that is relatable to themselves. So they can use that to make their post attractive, and for everybody that's looking at their social media can see exactly why they've joined the business. So that's the 3rd step. The 4th step is how to put together a prospects list. So I'm not sure if people already do this already, but we will go through on this video exactly how to start talking to people that they already know, friends, family, acquaintances, work colleagues, and start writing a list down of everybody that they know that they think might be interested in the products and the business. And then you can go through with them and tell them how to message them and how to introduce themselves into this new business venture, all the products that they're doing. And we go through that step with them, because it's all about getting that confidence up and getting them to start having those one-to-one conversations. Step 5 is how to use the sales and recruiting scripts. Now, I really don't like this step because I actually do not like scripts. However, I'm very aware that when somebody's new in the business, you absolutely have no idea what you are doing. So we've put together some scripts that they can use. I like to voice note, but also I am aware that at some point, some people find voice notes a little bit more confusing and they like to see it written down. So we go through exactly on this section how to start talking to people if they're interested in the products. And if anybody likes their posts, then we go through that stage as well with them on how to start connecting and how to build up that rapport with somebody and get into a conversation about the products or the business. That one's the same one. And then last but not least, so the final step is just a congratulations. They've completed the 5 steps to starting the business, a recap on everything that we have gone through. And that's then when I would book in that one-to-one with them, or whoever is in the team. It might not be myself, obviously this is for the whole team. And there is one last group that we have once they've completed everything, and that is a posts to inspire group. So we put together a group. I'm just going to stop the share actually, just because we've gone through all of that now. We put together a group with post ideas. So again, we've got the product transformation group, which is absolutely fantastic, but we've got another group where where we have put in ideas of posts with the correct compliant wording and also the pictures, so that the people that are new, they have got at least one results picture for every day for their first month. And I think it's really important in those first 4 weeks when somebody joins the business that you're always going to hold their hand, you're always going to be there as an upline, but they have got the information to hand, that they've got something that they can use, and then they start getting into that routine, because ultimately that's what they're going to be doing every day. That's what this business is about. So that's how I get them started. And as I said, I think really and truthfully, it would be just sort of speaking to people about who they know that wants to get healthier, ordering their own products, and then going through those steps.
Oh, Michelle, honestly, that was absolutely amazing. I've been sat here scribbling loads of notes, and I think it's really nice to break it down so simply, because as you said, it can be a little bit overwhelming when you first get started, but just goes to show that when you do join the team, you do get loads of help, support, training, and nobody expects you to know anything when you first get started, but you have an amazing upline that's going to help and support you on your journey. Michelle, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. I overran a little bit, so I was trying to quickly fit it in.
No, not at all. Absolutely perfect. Really appreciate it. So thank you everybody for joining us this evening. Thanks for all of our speakers, and thanks to James for arranging. Just a little reminder, in case you didn't hear, that we do have our convention this Saturday. And the one thing that I would finish with saying is that if you are not booked on yet, it is not too late, and you will regret not being there. And it's an amazing opportunity to take your business to the next level. And even if you're just signing up today, get your ticket, get your train ticket, and get down there, because you'll absolutely love it. So thank you everybody. We hope you enjoyed the call, and if you've got any questions at all, go back to whoever invited you on, and they will be more than happy to help, and we shall see you all next week. Good night.
See you the weekend.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.